All right, Harry. So we know the Jewish people, right? They celebrated their Sabbath on the Saturday, but Christians, we do this on Sunday. Where did we get this from?
I don't really even altogether know, but I'm going to put a few pieces together. First of all, we'll start with the Sabbath. What did Jesus say about the Sabbath?
He said, I am Lord over Sabbath. The Father is always working on the Sabbath. And what was the other thing he said?
And so do I. And the Sabbath was made for man, not
Okay.
man for the Sabbath.
Mhm.
So how did Sunday gathering get started? Uh, when was the first time that the disciples met on Sunday?
When Jesus was resurrected. So when he talked to Mary Magdalene, and she went back with all of them hanging out there on the Sunday, the first day of the week.
Yes, that's the first time that the Christians now, as you might say, met on Sunday. When was the next time that they got together?
The time with the next Sunday when Jesus met Thomas, when he said, "My Lord, my God."
Yeah, so that was kind of a starting point, maybe. It seems like it. What did Jesus say about Sunday worship?
He didn't say anything.
That's correct. Let's go back to Paul for a minute now. Did Paul keep a Sabbath? Did he keep the Sabbath after he became a Christian?
I think he went to the temple, right? We know that, like but he went there to preach. So I don't think so. I don't know actually. I don't know. What do you think?
He always took the opportunity when he started preaching, when he was in ministry, always took the opportunity to go to the synagogue. If he come to a new town, why did he? So he went to the synagogue right out of the gate. Why?
To preach to the people there, to talk about Jesus.
That's right. So he went to the synagogue to invite the Jews to get to be Christians. So that's why he focused on that. So did Paul keep Sunday as a
Day of
fellowship day?
rest. Well, we know that in Acts 20, verse 7, he says, on the first day of the week, came together to break bread. So that's an act of fellowship. And Paul spoke to the people. So we know that he was speaking and being a part of the fellowship in Acts chapter 20 on Sunday,
What time of day?
past 6 p.m. It was definitely nighttime, evening. Or
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, is there an official instruction about church in the New Testament as far as Sunday? Anything to do with Sunday?
no, there's no official.
Not to create it, but in 1 Corinthians 14:26, Paul does talk about orderly worship. So he mentions the first day of the week also to set aside a bit of money for the poor in the church and things like that. So he does in the early church he does talk a bit about the Sunday. What about the early church after Paul? Did they meet on Sunday?
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, for sure. The Christian history tells us much about the fellowship of Christians on Sunday. That was a continuous thing. It happened, and a lot of talk about that. But it was either early or late in the day, because 50% of the Christians in those days were slaves, and they didn't get the day off at all. And in those days, there was no day of rest for Christians at all. Like there was nothing like that. But everything changed when Constantine became emperor. In the year 313, Christianity was legalized. So that changed everything. Then came a law that the shops had to be closed on Sundays. So in the cities, they shut the place down on Sunday based on Constantine. And this is when everything changed. Church got to be the official church, and so on. And then they had church on Sunday mornings after that, or whenever they liked, they could do that. And also to add to that, church buildings themselves started happening about 250 AD, and about 325 AD, everything had pretty well become similar to what we have today with church buildings and leaders in the church and those kind of things. But the other interesting part on that same topic is though that was the official church, just like we have in the church. People were still persecuted. They had an official church, just like you have in China today. But there was also always an underground church. There never ceased to be other people that met together privately in homes and other places just to have fellowship. There's always been a bit of a duality about that, just as we have today, because today, but it's really the Sunday as a day of rest and reflection is a tradition. And it's a good tradition. I'm grateful for that. A lot of people don't take the day off, but I think it's nice when we can, and nice to focus on what the Lord has done in our life and so on. So it's a good tradition, but it's never officially sanctioned, as far as I can tell, in the New Testament.
All right. Thanks a lot, Harry.